beautiful cat, Chewy. Today is June 19th, and we just had a beautiful full moon eclipse. And there was just so much energy of peace and love. See? Chewy is very sensitive to energy too. Right, Chewy? He has messages to share too. Okay, we're listening. Okay, I think he's done now. So today is my 8th day of fasting. Mostly water with lemon, a little bit of green juice, maybe about 6 or 8 ounces a day. My husband makes the green juice for me. Celery, kale, cilantro, ginger, lemon, an apple here or there. I think there's about an apple per serving. Sometimes carrots, but mostly the green stuff, the lower sugar stuff. And sometimes I'll have a little piece of fruit, like a little half of a banana. I'll eat it very slowly to avoid any sort of sugar spikes. But that's it. And 8 days into it, I feel so wonderful. I still have my lymphedema. You know, this is not something that goes away quickly, if you know anything about that. And my lymph nodes are still swollen from the breast cancer. However, day by day, I'm feeling a lot better, a lot less inflamed. There's more range of motion in my arm now. It's less swollen. And I just feel like this fasting, this combination of fasting and self-care and self-love and meditation and the green juice and the CBD oil, RSO, Rick Simpson oil, it seems to be working for me. Now, I also went to see, just for the heck of it, I went to see my primary care doctor, just because, about the arm. And then after that, I went to see my naturopath. Two completely different perspectives. I'm not going to weigh in and say who's right, who's wrong, but I will tell you which provider resonates most with me, and that would be my naturopath. But if you kind of want to know what went down in the appointments, the primary care provider pretty much told me, okay, your cancer's active, you need to go back to see your oncologist and deal with the cancer and not worry about the lymphedema, because the lymphedema is just kind of like the secondary cause in the cancer. It's the primary cause of all my issues, physical issues. And so that's what she said, that to just basically go get cancer treatment. And then she went on, during the course of our conversation, she went on to say, oh, by the way, my mother had cancer too, and after her treatment, she developed, lymphedema in her leg. So as a rational human being, I'm kind of processing that, and I'm like, okay, right, she wants me, even though I'm my primary concern in the moment, is my swollen arm, she wants me to go get the cancer treatment. Okay. And then she goes on to tell me that her mother got the cancer treatment and developed the lymphedema. Okay, so anyways, this is not making sense. It seems like this whole kind of circular logic that the human mind swirls around just because it really doesn't know how to to work its way out of its own mind. It's just like a fish in a bowl of water wanting to know what air feels like. All right, so anyways, so that was that. So I of course, honor all perspectives, right? Because that's a truth, and not saying it's wrong. I'm saying it's the truth. What she said was a truth from a certain perspective, So I honored it, and of course, as you know, the whole point to my journey and this blog is that, I'm healing naturally and holistically, and trying to address the real cause of my illness, and not just do the conventional route, dealing with just the effect of the cause. So but again, honor all choices. This is just what I am called to do intuitively for me as a sovereign being who can think for myself. I don't need to prove anything to anyone else. I just need to be fully empowered to make my own choices from a place of self-love and not fear or coercion or confusion or doubt. Now, again, that's not to say that my choices are going to lead to the perfect outcomes. I have really no idea, what my choices are going to ultimately lead to. But as I make these choices from a heart-centered perspective, letting go of the external forces that want to come in and influence me, I feel better. I don't feel like a victim. I feel like a co-creator of my reality. And I can accept what is, even though I don't have all the answers. I'm just taking it day by day, step by step. And I'm connected to my own divine essence, my soul, leading me step by step. This merge between ego and soul is a beautiful journey. And I almost want to say that ego and soul are really not two separate things. That's why it's very important to love all of you, your ego, all aspects of you. This journey, it feels like to me, is more of a blooming of a dense ego trapped in kind of like a limited perspective, and then light starts filtering in through life experiences. Life starts filtering in, feeding the seed within that is ego, merging with light, more light coming in, more pouring into ego, and then ego starts to open up and realizes, as light pours into it, that it is actually you, a divine human, a creation of your higher aspect, which is an extension of God, or source energy, or universal intelligence. Whatever you want to call it, because we are all conscious beings. We are all this universal intelligence that is expressing right here, right now, through me, through you, as everything. So my healing journey is just this blossoming, this ego coming into more and more self-awareness that it is this beautiful divine human that you see before you, full of love and light, full of curiosity, awe, adventure, creativity, energy. That's what I am. And that's what we all are. Creating our own unique version of reality. It's all pretty subjective. We create our reality. I created my reality. This body, this arm, this breast cancer, to experience all of me so that I can be more. I can rise up, step into my power, and be fully, authentically me. Yeah. That's the journey I'm on. That's the journey I want to share with you. Whether you're healing from a disease, be it cancer or some other chronic illness, or you're just looking to connect to someone who truly sees you as you and loves you for who you truly are. No more judgments. And that's when we begin to heal, when we can receive from any source, within, unconditional love. That's why it's important for starseeds like me to come out of the closet when we are finally able to heal the wounds within ourselves to a point where we no longer have fear and self-doubt in our bodies, so we can truly transmit the vibration of unconditional love from me to you. And that vibration will begin to heal you, remind you of who you really are. That we are all one source, one energy. Here to share and be abundant. No more dis-ease. No more separation. No more fear. Just breathe that in. So, my beautiful one, my dear heart, your pain, your suffering, your challenges, they're little breadcrumbs, little homing signals to remind you to move forward. To come home to who you really are. So, be kind to yourself. Stop bashing yourself. Stop trying to run from your ego. Embrace all. Be with all. Be with your pain, emotional, physical. It's part of this journey. Through this pain, you will find bits and pieces of you, and you will collect it all back and become more whole in your beingness. And you'll start feeling your heart bloom and open to receive the new energies. The energies that are here for you and me to heal the trauma of the past. Trauma often stored within our bodies. And it could be a lifelong process, but every step of the way, you receive more love and more light from your own soul. And it will be beyond anything you have ever experienced, no matter where you are, what you've experienced. This is something new. This is something quantum we are moving into as humanity matures and learns to connect through the breath into the heart, to the wisdom of our own divine essence, the source of everything. So come in meditation. Breathe deeply. Come join the flow of this universal, divine love. I leave you now with a final message that you are divine. Being divine is being limitless, without restrictions, without judgment. Your life is exactly as it is for your benefit. Relax. Allow. If it hurts, inquire. Go within. Move into your pain. It is always a block, a limitation put there by you at a point in time when your level of consciousness could not cope with a trauma. But now is time to release that stored trauma because you are safe to do so now. So breathe into it. Be with it. You have to feel it to heal it. It's okay. You are safe to feel it now. Let your own love and light surround you, embrace you. As you surrender to any sensation that is being presented, all is well. Moving through this pain will lighten you up so you can open up and allow more energy to flow into your body. That is the never-ending journey, spiraling upwards, outwards, infinitely. There is no destination. It's beautiful. And you're beautiful. Thank you for joining me in this healing message. May your light and love shine brightly. May all your days be full of joy. I love you. Until next time. Namaste.